Today I'm going to show you how to jumpstart your Samsung Galaxy earbuds if you have this exact issue. Every once in a while I'll forget to charge this thing for like a week or two, and I'll come back to it and the case will be dead and the earbuds will be dead. And you'd think that plugging it in and letting the case charge up and letting the earbuds charge up, it would just work normally. Not in my case. Every time I forget to charge this thing for a long period of time, one earbud will refuse to charge. It'll charge up the case, it'll charge up the left earbud, but the right earbud refuses to charge. I'm going to show you how to fix that right now. This is what it looks like on my phone. If I open up the case, it should open up the little splash screen showing that the earbuds have been open. Left earbud is 100%, right earbud is not to be found, and the case itself is 82%. So this earbud refuses to charge. It just will not accept a charge. No matter how long you let it sit on the charger, I can let it sit overnight, it will not charge. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump start this earbud and throw it back in the case to finish recharging. In order to get the case charging the earbud again, we're going to jump start it using an adjustable power supply, but before we do that, we have to take the earbud out of the case and use a multimeter to identify the polarity of these contact pins. Inside the case, I'm going to touch these two contacts. I should get a little voltage. We have 1.3 volts. You can see that minus sign up there, so if I switch it, I should get a positive 1.3 volts, which I do. So we know that this top pin right here is our positive pin, and we can translate that to the earbud itself. The pad next to the R is our positive pad, and that's how we hook up our power supply. So I'm going to turn on my adjustable power supply, and I'm going to set the voltage to 4.2 volts. And I'm going to limit the current just a smidge, so that way if something does go wrong, it hopefully won't destroy the earbud. And now we're going to charge the earbud with that voltage, 4.2. We're going to take our earbud with our power supply leads. I have these hooks here with pogo pins, and it's taped together so I can handle it a bit better. And we're just going to line up the correct polarity. This bottom pad is negative, and this top pad is positive. Going to touch it together. We have a very small amount of current being drawn. It went from 0.2 to 0.3. So we know that current is being transferred. We're just going to maintain contact here for about 30 seconds to a minute. You don't want to go too long since you are charging an unprotected lithium-ion cell, and that could be bad if you let it go for too long. So I have no idea how long I was holding it there. So now what we're going to do is just take our earbud and throw it inside of our case and see if we can get it to charge. I'm going to pop this one out since we know that one is charging. We want the red indicator LED to stay on for more than a few seconds, and that way we know it's charging. So we got it for a few seconds. And that looks good. Looks like it's charging now. So since it's charging, I'm going to go ahead and throw this one back in, close up the case. So it's been charging in the case for about 10 minutes now. I'm just going to open it up and see if my phone can see if the case recognizes that earbud. 1%. So it is recognizing it, so now I'm just going to let it charge for a few hours and it should be good as new. It's been about 20-ish more minutes. I'm just going to open up the case again and see if we have any more progress beyond 1%. And we do. That looks like 28%, so this should charge up to full in no time. And that is how you can jumpstart your earbuds if they happen to die beyond rechargeability. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. If you don't have a power supply on hand, you could pick up one of these cheap lithium-ion universal chargers. I think this one was like $5 on Amazon. I use it for a variety of batteries, and you could line up the pogo pins on this to the pads on your earbud. The only issue is you might have to get creative in doing so. I'm going to take some scrap wire with a loop at the end of it and just kind of feed it onto the pogo pin. And I'm just going to put a piece of tape here so that way the wire doesn't move. It should look something like this. I have the wires wrapped around those pogo pins and the exposed wire on the other end of it. I have my battery charger plugged in this power strip here. Now I'm going to take the exposed wire and touch it to the earbud, and we should get a charge indicator on that little display. If I can get it to make contact. And just like that, it is charging. So that's just another way you can jumpstart an earbud if you don't have a power supply like I happen to have.